everyone, it's Lori Burdell, USTA, Florida. Today I'm doing my tip on get tennis arms by using everyday items. As you can see, I have some items here with my trusty gloves that you can use if you're just standing around and you're a little bored. Then you can use the honey mustard dipping sauce to practice your strokes while you're watching tennis or watching something that's you taped that you need some exercise. You don't have to be watching TV just sitting down. You can stay active and you can hit and practice your strokes. This is great for, dipping and also for serve and pretend a volley. Okay. I did find my Net Generation bottle. If you decide to fill her up with your beverage, water, water's good, water's your friend, and lemons. Okay, so the more you fill it up, the heavier the bottle, obviously, but it's good to control your weight of what you're gonna use it for. Okay, boom. All right, I really like this. Very handy. Now we have different sizes of canned goods with different weights for if you're just starting off, getting back into shape, or if you exercise all the time and your gym is closed. These are probably good to use. And it's also good to check the expiration date, which nothing lasts that long in this household. Unless it's a spice. And then you could find one from like early 1800s. Okay, so that was really corny, sorry. Stems, gonna probably use these today. Definitely I'm making chili, putting some mushrooms, got some beans, getting ready to work out first before I actually cook. So the tips are, what are we gonna do? We get to choose which you're gonna use first. This is a hefty, this are the large ones, so they're heavy duty. So you can choose these to exercise with as well. So, lost, it rolled away, come back. Okay, so what I want you to do first is stretch. We want to make sure that we are nice and limber. What you're going to do is you're going to do 8 to 12 reps, 2 to 3 times, okay? And I know most of you know what that is. So you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 12. If you're going for a lower to get started, that's awesome. But if you find that if you're doing 12 reps and it's so easy and you're like, oh my God, I've watched a whole series of, whatever show you're binge watching right now and you're still doing it, okay? And that's how easy the can is, then go for something larger. I wouldn't recommend to start with something this huge and heavy, okay? This really is heavy, and if you try to do lots and lots of reps, after a while, your arms will feel like falling off, and then you really won't want to do this again. So the goal is to make it easier, make it fun, and make sure that you do the exercises on a regular basis so you keep the tone while you're inside, okay? So you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna do 8 to 12 reps, 2 to 3 times. You're gonna increase the weight if it's too easy. You're gonna decrease if you're doing 8, you're at 8 and you can't do anymore, okay? So then you need to go with a lighter can, preferably a mushroom can, okay? Okay, so our first exercise is going to be the shoulder press. And I did try to do it with the hefty toilet paper, but the bowl, it was so big that it would stop here. Okay, so it was too big to try to get something that's more narrow in order for you to execute appropriately. So you come through here and try to get your elbows in as close as you can, and then out. In and out. In and then out. Now try to really exaggerate the outward part, because we're tight as tennis players in our pectoral area, and that's from all of this motion, the forward, coming through, boom, everything's in this direction. So it's important to try to loosen and reverse that, the pecs, try to get our shoulders back more, and that's what I've always been trying to do, but I think I've developed my muscles so intensely in this area that I'm more rounded. So I'm very aware of it, so I'm trying to get my shoulders back. So another good thing you could do is do the curl here back, to just try to relax your arms and do the rolls, the shoulder rolls. So that way it kind of reverses the muscles, and you're building in this area, so you're able to define the back as opposed to the front, because these are stronger than this muscle back here. So it's important to equalize that and make sure that they're the same, as opposed to one being more dominant than the other. That's the first exercise. I don't think I'll fill it up though at first, because I want to be able to wash my hair later. So if you have something that you can hold on to and bend, which would be wonderful. Okay, so you're gonna have up and straight back as far as you can. Okay, here and then back. This is awesome. Actually, this feels really good. Okay, for the back of your arms, the delts, the tris. It does a lot. The shoulders, your medium back muscles. And don't forget, if you're doing one at a time, one side at a time, you have to go and you have to do the opposite side. Okay. All right. Ooh, I'll have to go back and do that. Now my bonus tip, and I forgot my other weight, and then I got this from the UCF coach. He was the head football training coach, and I said, hey, what can I do for this midriff area? And he said, you know what I do? And this guy was obviously built. He said he watches his favorite show, and he goes side to side. Now I just started doing these, and I was wondering last night, I'm like trying to sleep, and I'm like, God, what's wrong with me? It's like hurt a little. And then I forgot I did these because they're so easy to do. And I do it like commercials at first. And you let the weight just like hang. Okay, so your shoulders are back, and you just lean from one side to the other. And you can go short at first, and then as you loosen up, you can go longer, because believe me, I can feel it already. I've been doing it for a couple days, and it's worked immediately. So I'm excited. So I think you should be too, because you know everyone wants to get rid of this area, and I'm the #1 person who does. And my next thing, that after I get off here, I'm going straight to planks, because my goal is to get rid of this area. Okay, so I hope everyone enjoyed these videos of the tips for getting your arms, keeping your arms in shape. If they're not in shape, if you continue to do these, you have some light weights or some canned goods or anything that you can use just for a little bit of resistance, I think it'll be beneficial. So thank you, and stay safe.